Look when they're in the bus, and here's what they look like. Let's get some light on these. Look at that clear spatter, man. Looks just like this guy. Very close. And I'll show you guys how to do that real quick in this video a little bit later. But that's what they look like in. I didn't even have a shape for them other than pictures, so I just kind of went with what I saw, and this one turned out a little bit better. Unfortunately, my sandblaster, if you're going to use a sandblaster to sandblast these, make sure it's got the clean white sand in it, you know, like the finer stuff. I only had coal slag in there, so I ended up having to sand them to get them to not be clear. Here's what I started out with, so you guys can see clear Lexan. So here's what I started with. It's basically just clear Lexan lens. And these here, I don't think it was quite 1/8 of an inch. All I did was went down and got some remnant stuff at a plastic supply. If you're looking for this stuff, somebody who cuts signs, like this place is called S&W Plastics in Riverside. They actually cut sign faces there, so they had this remnant piece in stock. It was like $3. Okay, so it's very cheap to do this. Then what I went ahead and did is, after I bent it with the method showing in the other thing, the same method they used to do paniform faces, you heat it up with a torch, bend it into shape. I had to make a mold for it so that it came out the right shape. You can probably use a piece of probably 6-inch stovepipe would probably work. And then to do this method for the clear, what you do is you set up your spray gun. See how it looks real speckly? It looks pretty cool. Original, they make signs like this. Okay, it's just painted one today. It looks just like this. It almost looks like metallic in the light. To get that look, what you want to do is you take your regular spray gun and you turn down the air to where just a little tiny bit of air is coming out, and you turn up your you start with a small amount of material, and then you start turning it up little by little and sample it on a make your fan as wide as it'll go. Okay, and start turning your material up slowly until it comes out spattering just like this. And then to get it on there, like you just go over a couple of real you'll kind of just spatter it on really slow a couple of times. But if you go too heavy like I did on my other one, I got a little bitty run right in the corner, if you can see that. I got one right there. I went just a hair too heavy because I was doing this at night. Okay, so that's the only reason. If I was doing it during the day, I could have got it perfect. But I was kind of pushing it through last night on this. So, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And then the clear dries, and it still looks semi-opaque, like it did, like the original lights did. But that's what they look like all finished. Those are the clamshell lights, made them myself. Another video, unfortunately I couldn't do it all in one video. I was going to, but I got interrupted in the middle. So anyway, they're both going to be up there. They look pretty cool. Let's see where they're mounted. I just have to get this really small, like I think they're like number 4 or number 3. My number 4 screws, really small ones. I only have number 6, so I'm going to try and get some number 4 screws. Maybe I'll stick some number 6s in there. But anyway, I'll make that work out. Anyway, that's what they look like, man. It turned out pretty cool. So if you want to make your own clamshell lights, lenses, I don't know what these guys want for them. I think there's guys out there that make them, or yeah, I don't know what they have, a mold or what. For $60, I don't know if they're any better than these, so it might not be. Anyway, that's how you make your clamshell lights. I was just going to do a quick update on the bus. I'm putting in some of the insulation because I'm going to start sanding in the front. But I'm just kind of not really in the mood to do that since I did that all day today. I'm going to put the insulation in there. It's like a fat mat. I use this product here from Home Depot instead of that. I have a video on just that if you look it up. It's back up here. I just shot the jams, sealing wax red, beige gray, matched the colors myself. It's actually very orange. That's where sealing wax red was. I had a really solid sample and it matched perfect. This is what it kind of looks like with the brown. The original interior was that color there, and it was on the hump. And on the back part, in the back, and I believe it was in satin. I have no way to verify that, but more than likely it was put on with a brush, and of course I didn't do that. But I used a satin paint for that, for the interior. And this matches the original pretty close. It's hard to tell because it was so aged. I did wipe it clean and try to get a good sample. So I'm getting ready to sand down the front and then shoot the dash. But I need some more clear. I don't quite have enough of some of the remnant clear that I have laying around. It isn't quite enough to do the whole dash. So I'll run and grab some tomorrow. I may end up doing that this weekend. I'm hoping to. I really want to get this bus to the Prado Dam event. My glass, I think it's done. I'm getting the etched glass. So all these jams are all shot right here. Nice looking. I gotta still pull up my tape right here. It's going to be fun to get off. So I'm going to remove the tape in there and the corners of the screen from the tape. So anyway, got all these all shot out and all that's all ready. So all I got to do is finish final sanding. I got a little bit of body work to do. Had some weird cracking going on. This bus rolled backwards into my truck a while back, and I fixed something, and I don't know, it might have been cracked from that, and just so I gotta check that out really good. But anyway, that's the update on the bus and the clamshell lights. Pretty bitchin'. DIY, you guys can do it yourself. I can probably make it a couple more sets out of what I got right here. One. Make 3 more lenses. I might just mirror up these that I have, and since I've already made the mold, make a couple more and figure out what to do with them from there. So I have some extras. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Good luck with your project. See you in the next one.